Look at that. Hey, how are you? How you doing? Uncle Jason here. Back brace still here. I'm still here. I told you we'll be back with a cooking video. We're going to do another angle. I don't know how this works. We're going to flip just a little bit. There we go. As you see, you're going to see a better angle, hopefully, as our stove, and you're going to see our cooking prep over here. If this don't work, we're going to try another angle. Don't know how you guys are doing on this Monday, but we're doing all right, other than the normal here and there with families. But I'm not by myself. I got my assistant, the fry lady, my wife. Come on in, say hello.
Hello.
She's going to do prep. This ain't going to be so long, but I'm going to let her. I'm going to move out of the way, and she's going to take the floor. So I'm going to be out of this camera for a minute. I'm going to exit the door, and she's going to explain real quickly. This is already preheated to 350, well 400. Where she's got that. She's going to do beans. She's going to explain real fast, and we're not, and then we're going to go from there. And then I'm going to work on the other stuff. She's just going to give me the ingredients. I'm going to work on that and put it in there. And I need to get my trusty spoon. Bam, bam, sits right here. I'm moving out of the way. Exit now. This is usually, you're talking to them. I got the camera antenna. Yeah, I'm talking.
The beans come out of this recipe book. It is called hamburger and baked beans. The ingredients that you need are 1 medium chopped onion, which I'm not going to worry about. 1 pound ground beef, I'm not going to worry about it, I'm going to take that out.
We're doing the onion.
2 cans of baked beans, a half a cup of ketchup.
Onions are being chopped, baby.
A half a cup molasses, which I do not have, so I'm going to substitute that with brown sugar. A half a teaspoon dried mustard, 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce, and a little bit of salt, like a native out of pinch. So I'm going to start putting in the beans.
We got this right here, and I got the onion she's going to cook. I'm going to prep over here. Let me have an onion, please. I need a knife. I'm prepping over here. I need some onion too, so I'm prepping an onion. On the prep on the other side. Back. I need a bigger knife. Let's see. Bam. Always walk with the knife down so you don't cut yourself or anybody. Never this way. Always down.
I'm opening 1 can of baked beans. And I'm going to pour this in, juice and all. 1 can down. Got my 2nd can.
What kind of cans are you using, or what does it matter?
It doesn't matter the beans as long as you like the flavor of the beans. Preferably nothing that already has flavor to it. You just want to have a basic baked bean. And I've got the 2nd can open. And I'll put it in with juices and all as well.
Okay, I got onions for you. Which one are you using, just to let them know?
I'm using the applewood smoked bacon, so it's going to have a little bit of flavor, but it's going to get souped up with the other ingredients. And be careful when you are dealing with a can that you don't get cut on the lid. I've had that happen. That's not fun. It's really painful. So you want to watch your hands and your fingers. And I'm going to take the onion.
It's half an onion.
And I'm dumping that onion into the
No,
pot.
it's half.
That's half of an onion.
Diced.
Excuse me. And
Diced onion.
again, it is a diced onion.
I gotta let them know.
4 times. So I've got the diced onion in, and now I'm going to add in the ketchup. I'm going to just eyeball the ketchup. roughly a half of a cup. And the Worcestershire sauce, I'm going to eyeball it as well. If you aren't familiar with cooking, if you don't feel like you're a good enough cook, don't just eyeball. Make sure that you do definitely measure the ingredients.
Where did this recipe come from?
It came out of a cookbook I had from my youth group whenever I was in youth. 300 Ways with Hamburger. So I've got the beans, I got the onion, I got the Worcestershire, I got the ketchup. Now I'm going to add in just a little bit of ground mustard.
Can you do the beans and something else other than what you're doing?
You can do it in something other than the cast iron skillet. The cast iron skillet tends to give it a little bit different of a taste. Now, I've got the brown sugar here, but like I said, it's supposed to actually take molasses.
Put a little more onion for you.
Which gives it a really, really nice color whenever it's all done. Now, I'm going to take this and mix it all in there really good. Make sure that it's all incorporated. And whenever you end up doing it the right way with the recipe, exactly verbatim, you'll have the ground hamburger inside as well as the molasses, so it's going to end up looking a little bit different than what I've got it right now. Now, from this point, I'm going to turn off the stove top, and I'm going to be very careful because...
Hold on. There's something over there. Don't use your hands.
I was getting ready to...
Yeah, I'm letting you know that's one, because I've seen you grab it. I don't want you to get burned.
With a cast iron skillet, especially with this kind of one that I'm using, the handle as well as this little thing over here do tend to get very extremely hot, so you don't want to use bare hands. So I've got a pot holder that I'm going to get. Make sure that you have your cooking utensil out before you put it into the oven. Now,
Is that 400 degrees?
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure we had it set.
I've got this going into the oven. I've got it in position. Now I'm going to set the timer. Pardon me. And I'm going to have it going for 30 minutes, and they will come out and be done. Whenever you make the beans, hope you enjoy them.
But what's up now?
Huh?
I don't know what's up now. You gotta tell me.
We've got the water boiling for the hot dogs. I guess you're gonna make the...
So what kind of hot
topping.
dogs are they? Let me tell you. They are hot dogs. You gotta pull them out and put them into the water for me. We are doing a Gordon Ramsay kicked up hot dog recipe. So the buns are in there, I think. Why we put them in there, I don't know. But you live in a house with boys, they eat a lot. These are the buns. You can have any buns, but these are Petridge Farm good buns. Putting them right here. And we are doing Gordon Ramsay kicked up. She's putting the hot dogs in now. What are they? Cheese hot dogs. He does a plain hot dog, but we're going to do cheese. The kids love the cheese. I'm not all keen, but hey, it's not bad. If you like cheese or regular or dog of your choice. This is taking a while. We're going to put the whole thing in there. And then we're going to start on everything. She's going to give me the ingredients, and I'm going to stir. I'm waiting. It's like delay. I thought we were going to the restroom for a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after the hot dogs are in.
The hot dogs are in.
Yep. Hot dogs are in. That was I ran too fast. That was commercial break. Now, what I'm going to do, I need a pot holder, please. Thank you. I'm moving this over here. I would not use cast iron, but it's what I'm using today. It's not on the recipe cast iron, but I'm using cast iron because my preference for cooking video. We want you to do these videos and try them for yourself. Hot dogs are in, so I have a recipe. Can you pull it up behind there? And it is on an envelope. So what I will need right now is I'm going to kick this on the front. I need a little bit of oil, please. Olive oil, EVOO. Be careful, you touched that. Was it hot? No, it wasn't. Never touch any of them things hot, you'll burn yourself. Now, we're going to need onions, but let it get a little bit warm first. You want to make sure it is hot, and one thing I test is I got a way of doing things. Now, let me have, we got a half a thing of a half chopped onion, the other half went in her beans, kicked up beans, whatever they are, they're good. And she said we do them different ways. We also put them in a slow cooker and let them sit for an hour or so. They're good. Now, the onions are going in. They're not hot enough, but it will get hot as we put them in. She was going to put the meat in earlier before we did a retake, and I'm sorry, I said no retakes, but we did it. But this is backwards. It's somebody knows more about cooking than me. Gordon Ramsay got a lot of restaurants, got TV shows. Wow. Now here is my spoon. She wants to stir, we can stir. I don't mind. We're all in this together. We're all going to eat this. Andrew just come out of the shower.
Can you see if my nose is bleeding?
I'm doing this. You going to check on the bleeding nose? Son has a problem. It's all right. Here I go. Here we go. Half an onion. It's going. It's going to look good. If you had smell-o-vision, you could smell this. Smell this onion. Now we're going to let this cook. We're going to let this cook. Now when I get this onion, I got to have a little bit of garlic. I need the tablespoons, teaspoons. They're all in here somewhere. Where's the measuring stuff, please? Oh, here they are. We're just going to take a little bit of garlic. And we'll put put that much. They didn't give a recipe with Gordon. We're just putting garlic. Get enough garlic and where it will keep all them vampires away. Put it in here with this. There we go. Now if she could, my assistant, my wife, my friend, and a fry lady from the homemade taste chips, give me some cumin, please. Thank you for stirring that. We're going to go to our spice rack. It's cumin. And what I mean with cumin, you can put about the same amount. We'll do all the same across the board. Do the half a thing of cumin. You got the thing over there?
That's cumin.
It is good. We use it on a lot of different things. And he probably eyeballs his, but we're going to do everything the same amount. Cumin, doesn't matter what brand. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but it's not bad. And I'm trying to cook at this and look at the camera because people don't want to just see my side of my head. They want to see my face, my eyes, my mouth, everything about me. Okay, she's got cumin in. Can I have a little bit of EVOO again? We're running short here. The onions are soaking them up.
I called bean taste tester.
Taste tester from the beans. You heard it already. He's going to be cooking sometime with his mom. They're going to make some recipes. So, now I need a little chili powder, a teaspoon of chili powder. Chili powder in this recipe. You think we're making chili? Oh, me and my wife we're going to do maybe, she makes a little chili, I make a little chili, and we're going to have a test off of chili. I'm calling it a cook-off. I challenge this woman to a chili cook-off. And she's got the chili, but never been opened. And there's different brands of chili, so your preference, your choice. Be careful when you do that. You don't want to cut yourself. What are you doing, dear? The chili? Okay, it is a teaspoon of chili powder.
Teaspoon?
Yes. We did more of the other, but it's going to be alright. We're just, yeah. Chili powder, and then I'm going to need We'll do this in a minute. I'm gonna stir this around. We're gonna get this good. Let me get a little. Yeah, that's going good. Now what I need here, it's already been pre-done. It's a half a thing of ground beef, whatever your choice is. Now we're gonna put that in. We want the onion to get translucent. They're getting that way. We're putting that in right now in a bowl. And what we will do is you'll stir that in. Hot dogs are being turned off. They should be good and done. They're going to stay warm. And they're cheese dogs, folks. Cheese dogs. My kids love cheese dogs. We're doing now. What are you doing now? Let them know. Show me your face.
Onions with the ground beef. I'm trying to get the meat cooked through. You don't want to have any of the meat pink. You want to have it completely cooked through.
Alright, and I got a cheap way to make it go farther. I'm going to show you. A lot of you never knew. It's over here. Potato masher. I mash all my meat up for everything. Chili, sauces, anything with spaghettis. Gravies, I'm not good at it, but this will work. If you would like to mash down a little bit. And then I need some salt and pepper. S&P on here, please. And it's behind you, so you can get that. I don't want to get behind her and knock her down. That would not be polite to do. Then I would be an assistant. I'll do this if you want to get the S&P. We'll do two things at one time. And you get your onions real good too. Alright. It's looking good. I don't know how long we are in the video, but who cares? I hope you're staying tuned. How are you guys doing? How's things going for you? I hope you're enjoying this channel. Hope you're enjoying this cooking video. We're going to do something that I haven't done in a while. We're going to put an intro video to this thing. When I figure that out, we're going to have an intro so you know what this is. And I'm going to do some different things. Now, she put S&P. Now, there's one thing we have not got. To cover it, I go. Go! Chunk, chunk. Can't run fast. I need this. This goes in tomato puree. You can use real fancy tomato puree, or you just buy tomato puree at a reasonable price. It's all the same to me. Unless you're a gourmet cook and your preference is different. And she's gonna. And one thing we do is we cut the top and the bottom, because when you slide it through, being very careful not to cut yourself. Everything comes out and you don't lose the drop of your tomato puree. A lot of people do it at the top and they get a spoon in or a knife, but you don't get it all. It leaves some. We don't want to leave anything. We don't want to waste. And be careful getting it up so you don't get cut. And there we go. She will take it to the garbage site. I will stir this in for her. Oh man, smell of vision, as Emerald would say. You're missing out. I wish you could smell this stuff. How's the angle do it on the camera? Is it better than before? I think the picture quality is 100 times better than it was. I found somebody on YouTube that was giving tips from a regular camera to a phone camera, smartphone, and he recommended an app. There might have been more apps, but this app so far has been better quality, and the video on audio is best. Now I will need... Okay, Andrew's got something. Let him show why I'm stirring this real quickly. You and Andrew show. And tell what it is.
Yeah, tell them what it is.
I'm going to be making the smashed burgers with, what's that word?
Cumin carrots.
With cumin carrots.
That's on the next cooking video with the Fullers. Because that's what we are. Our daily blogs with the Fullers in Kentucky. The bluegrass state. And she does this. We have to put in some chopped tomatoes. And she got a can ready. Went to the store and got a little bit. And I got me some ginger ale because I was feeling the word today badly. She's put them in. I ain't going to stir. And we need a half a cup of dried oregano.
I'm going to do that.
Andrew wants to stir. Let Andrew stir. Andrew, she's getting, you can stir. Andrew don't like me in the videos, but now he wants to cook cooking, so thumbs up to Andrew. If you like this, something about thumbs up, and now I'm hearing about the little bell in the corner, whatever that is. It's to do with this. So thumbs up if you want Andrew to be in more. The more thumbs up and comment on it too, that would be cool. Him and Mom will do that. I'll just make sure the camera angle is where it needs to be, and I'll be out of that one. You see part of me, but you see probably the better side. She's putting some in. We got a lot of spice seasonings from a seasoning company. Can you get it in? You got to stir it, Andrew, while she's putting some in. Just pour a little bit in it. It doesn't. We'll eyeball that, and then Andrew will stir. And then there's going to be a special ingredient that will kick this up a notch, as Emerald said. And folks, Emerald's my #1 thing. He got me cooking. I used to watch Emerald live when it was on the Food Network. I did all that stuff. He's the one that got me doing this here and wanting to be more involved in the kitchen. And he wants to get kids involved in the kitchen. Maybe this one here can learn a little bit. It's been hard to try to get him in here, but maybe this will be what it needs to be to get him to see that we follow ingredients, recipes. Now, do you have that in?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to let him stir, and then she's going to come back after throwing into the garbage bowl. Andrew's right here. Now, what's the secret ingredient?
It's a secret, you can't say.
Sugar.
Sugar. TOC.
And sugar is right there, dear. I got it in that already. And it's a pinch of sugar. I'll let her make that. She's got a little stirrer. She can use that. That's what gives it a little bit of flavor. Sprinkle that around. Andrew's going to do that. He's going to stir it in. And this goes on top of your dogs, both your hot dogs. Now I'll move out of the way, and I want them to look at the camera and talk a little bit, check the beans, whatever, and I'm going to move out of the way, exiting.
We've got the sugar added in. I'm moving this out of the way.
I see your face too here. Careful.
Wash toes that are not with shoes on them.
You hit the sore spot.
This is back in. This is edited, not on the cuff. This is not edited. So you're going to see funny videos. Somebody hurt his toe. Help him cook.
We've got everything in there. Now we are going to take a small taste to make sure that everything is like it needs to be. If we need to add something to help improve the taste.
Andrew's doing that. He's here.
I'm back.
And since it is coming out of here straight out of the pan, make sure that you do blow on it so you don't wind up burning your mouth.
No.
You're going to have to turn this way and give a thumbs up. Doesn't need to have anything added to it.
And salt.
Salt and what else?
And
Regular sugar.
you can do this salt, so I'll go overboard.
So a pinch more salt. Excuse me. I'll do a pinch more sugar.
And a pinch of pepper.
That's in now.
And
But I got it.
that's the pepper. That's the pepper.
This is
I
pepper.
don't know what kind of pepper you're using,
We're using peppercorns in a grinder.
but you can use regular
Or you can
pepper.
use regular pepper, whichever that you prefer. Now, and for those that are not familiar with how to stir very well,
Like me.
the best way that I was taught from my dad was you go around the pan, then you go back and forth ever so gently. You don't want to do it hard because you'll have stuff splatter out, but you don't want to have happen because you don't want to lose all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we're going to have one more taste test, and we should be good to go. I'll tell you, like Jason, or Uncle Jason, that if you only had smell-o-vision, You don't know what you're missing. It smells great.
And again, where did I get the recipe from?
From Gordon Ramsay.
It tastes good.
Good job.
He's on TV. Have you ever checked his TV shows? He likes to bleep them out a lot, but he's a good cook. And I guess he got a daughter, Tilly. She's a cook too. Now, how's the beans looking?
The beans
They're
have
not all the way done.
about 12 and a half minutes left, but they are looking good. They could probably come out a little bit early, which I'm going to go on ahead and do.
Yeah.
And I'm going on ahead and getting
Got a plate for you. Here you go.
some buns.
That's Andrew gonna have this first plate.
This one bun.
I will be honest, these buns are rather difficult to cooperate with, so
Be gentle.
be gentle with them that you don't wind up ruining them. So first of all, and these buns open from the top, not the side, so you gotta open them up like that. And I'm getting a pair of tongs instead of a fork, placing that into the bun ever so gently, placing that right there, taking a spoon and taking that and putting a nice dose of the homemade topping and placing that onto the plate.
Okay, you got a little bit. Try a little beans for him. Andrew, you're testing his first test. Let him know what you're getting because you're in the camera way.
I'm getting a ladle. And,
I'll get a small spoon.
oh, the beans smell phenomenal.
Pot holders. I'm telling you, pot holders, don't burn yourself. It's not pretty. There's a little bit left on the beans, but we're going to do it now for a taste test. Smell the beans, oh my Lord.
I'm about to.
And yes, I'm doing better every day with my back. Thanks for asking.
Okay, Andrew, watch. Put that there, Andrew. Put it there.
I thought we were using that to get that out.
No. Andrew.
Would you do
back
what?
up, back
Face
up,
the
back
handle
up.
side away from staying out. You don't want to burn nobody. There we go.
Where's your plate, Andrew? We gotta put the beans on. Get your
Okay.
plate.
You were tasting it on the
I
thing.
was
You
gonna,
never turned it
I
off.
thought I was just gonna taste it out of that.
You don't taste
No.
both.
I need you to back up this way. Now you take a ladle. These are rather soupy, so you want to drain out some of the juice so that you don't have it all over. And you put your beans and you give it to
Show
a
them the
hungry
plate what it
kid.
looks like.
Show 'em
Give
what
it